Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerone. Today is another great day to be walking with God and to be in the light of the Lord. Remember, Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for the Lord took him. But listen, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I want to talk about what happened at the Capitol. You know, one thing about me is I don't like to be accused of doing something that I didn't do. So now you're forcing me to prove my innocence, and that's what I'm going to have to do here. There's more evidence coming out that people knew, senators and the DC police, and also the New York City police knew about this stuff. It was already in the wind. It was already pre-planned by them, but yet they're trying to impeach President Donald Trump for inciting a spontaneous riot. These people are nothing but liars, but yet they accuse you and I, or people like me, or people who love truth and who walk in truth. I was there. I know why I was there. I was there to support my country and support my president and to be with my fellow patriots. I loved it. The atmosphere was wonderful. It was worth the trip. I was not concerned about my life. I wasn't worried about any of that stuff because that wasn't a part of the plan. We was not going there to do any kind of violence. It was all about celebrating the country and celebrating the achievements of our country, of our president, and praying for January 6th that Mike Pence would do the right thing. Turns out he didn't. Okay. But in the midst of the people knowing that we were going to be there, I'm talking about the politicians and the police, they set up a sting, an arrangement with Antifa to go in there and destroy the place so that the American people could not hear the evidence of voter fraud. See, that's what I said. I said that the same night when I got back to my hotel. I did a live and I said, I believe it was all set up so that, because really I was looking forward to the evidence being presented to the world of voter fraud with the machines and with the lying and with the paper. And I was looking forward to all of that being presented, but it wasn't. You know why it wasn't? Because it was forwarded by this dumb stuff, and it was set up by the police officers and the DOJ and FBI and the politicians. So listen, you accusing me of my fellow patriots of going there and inciting violence and doing the stuff that you and Antifa did. Don't blame me for that kind of stuff. I don't like it. We live in a day when innocent people like President Donald Trump and his supporters are being charged with criminal stuff, kicked off of platforms, taking your money, kicking you out of their banks, shutting you off of their social media. For what? Over all of this stuff. And because this stuff has come out, all of these people that kicked President Donald Trump off their platforms, they need to apologize with double incentive. You kicked me. You took his money out. They took his money out of the Deutsche Bank. They took his. What are you going to? What are you going to take? What are you going to put $5-6 billion? Where are you going to put that money? You can't put it in your home. But if you put $1 million, if you put $500,000 in your house, robbers are going to come in there and kill you and take the money. How can you put all that money? So to do that is very evil. To do that is very evil. People have lost their jobs behind this stuff. Okay, you senators, y'all need to go to jail. Nancy knew about it. She needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. But don't get me started, man. Let me share this with y'all. This is a video from Solomon. He started that Just the News platform. Check this out. Hold on one second. Hold on. I did it wrong. Let me get this. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's do it now.
At the Capitol and 3 remaining unanswered questions.
Yeah,
tell us understand we got some breaking info.
One of the reasons why lawmakers are so concerned that this was sort of a drive-by impeachment, a one-day, couple hours, and impeach the president. There is some significant evidence beginning to emerge of 3 things. One, that the Capitol Police, the NYPD, the FBI, all had prior warning that there was going to be an attack on the Capitol. They knew some of the people. They knew some of the things that were being said, even talk about killing cops, as tragically what happened. It was serious enough to warn the Joint Terrorism Task Force. Now, that has several repercussions. One is, how did the leaders of Congress react to this intel? Did it get to them? Did Nancy Pelosi know? Secondly, why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? And then why wouldn't it prevent them from carrying forward with an impeachment with the title of igniting a spontaneous riot? If the FBI and the New York City Police and the DC Police know that it was already prearranged by Antifa, why wouldn't they go in there and present the evidence to those senators and tell them your impeachment is not going to work because it wasn't a spontaneous riot set up by President Donald Trump. It was already planned by these wicked children of Satan.
If this was a planned attack, you can't be the president of the United States being accused of inciting a spontaneous attack when it was planned days before.
Right.
And so I think both from an impeachment perspective and from a factual security perspective, we're learning things, and we shouldn't be in the posture of making final assignments of blame until we know what the facts are. Another thing that we're hearing, and Congressman Clyburn of South Carolina,
yes,
one of the most respected Democrats in the House, first raised this. I'm hearing there's significant evidence of this. Part of this planning, this pre-planning, was helping people on the inside, helping them to learn the Capitol, to have maps of the Capitol, to know how to get around in the Capitol. This was a planned attack if this information bears.
Whoever gave them the maps and showed them around that place need to be arrested right now and brought before the American people. But here's the problem. When it comes to the left being brought to justice, it's very slow to none. But with the right, it's always accusatory with no evidence, and it's immediate.
Out as what the federal law enforcement is saying. Is the FBI is saying this now. The U.S. attorney in Washington says he's bringing a conspiracy case. As you know, you can only bring a conspiracy case if there was planning.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You can't have a conspiracy in a spontaneous moment. So these are really big revelations, and I think this story, the Capitol siege story, will go the route of some things we've heard in the past. We once before were sold the story that there was a spontaneous attack. It occurred in Benghazi.
Right.
Susan Rice, about to go back into the Joe Biden administration, told us it was a spontaneous attack spurred by an anti-Muslim video.
Right.
It was a terror attack carried out by an al-Qaeda affiliate, planned weeks in advance. That was the final intelligence assessment. The Russia story.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. I'm going to put this story, if you want to watch the whole video, it's going to be there in the description box. But I want to share a scripture with you, because here's the thing. Darkness is trying to extinguish something that it cannot. Darkness cannot extinguish or put out the truth. It will try to smother it. It will try to beat it to the punch. It will try to overload it with a bunch of conspiracies and lies and bring forth a lot of false evidence, but they can't put it out. And this is what they tried to do to Jesus. Let me share this verse with you. You're going to enjoy this. It's in the Gospel of John, chapter 1. All right. And it's talking about Jesus. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And here's the verse. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Now, this word comprehend, now I'm going to go from King James over to the NIV version. Let's see what it says with verse 5. Okay. The light shines in darkness, and darkness has not overcome it. Darkness has not overcome it. It couldn't stop it. And here's another one from the Eastern version, Eastern Standard Version. And it says, okay, that's the same one. Hold on, I had one. Okay. The literal translation. And here it is, verse 5. The light shines in the darkness, and darkness can never extinguish it. All right. So you just keep walking in truth, my friends. Keep loving God, keep telling the truth, keep standing in the standard of truth and walking in the light of God, and darkness can't put you out. God bless you. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.